Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24. We're going to be unboxing Claustrophobia 1643, designed by Croc and Laurent Pochan, published in 2019 by Monolith Board Games. This is a re-implementation of the 2009 Claustrophobia. It's a big game. So if you take off the plastic wrapping, it's very heavy. But what I like about this is you've got this lovely sort of wraparound artwork all over the board, all over the backs of the box, sorry, which is quite stylistic and quite nice to see. Okay, so going to this is a sort of a dungeon crawl adventure for 2 players. Kickstarter version. As you can see, it's quite difficult to get. Oh, here we go. We're in. So straight away, got some really impressive artwork there. Some really nice. So I guess a poster of the demons you'll be fighting. So the idea is here you're some humans that have been roped into going down into claustrophobic dark tunnels, and the other player is the demons, and the humans trying to defeat the demon hordes and cleanse the tunnels. There's that. The game is made up of a whole bunch of different scenarios, so they're all driven there, a scenario driven game. There's quite a lot of scenarios in there. Should be more than enough to keep you entertained for a long time. Each scenario can be played standalone, and everything on this scenario is known by both players at the start of the game, so there's nothing hidden in here particularly, and that will just explain what fighters to pick, what demons to use, what kind of tokens to pick up, the scenario setup, and the victory conditions, and any special rules associated with that scenario. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on in here. It's all full colour, nice pictures, some really good artwork, nicely laid out, and a common feel to all the scenarios. So once you've got used to them, you can quickly find what you need. The main rule book shows you how to play the game. Again, there's some really great artwork in here. Glossy pages showing the game components. Some of the boards, how they work, and how to set up your game boards for play, because you might be using different people or demons in each different game, each different scenario. So yeah, it really does look quite a nice layout and quite a nice game. Same thing in French, different languages, and the scenario book again in French. Obviously the designers are French, so you'd expect that. Okay, so now we're into the punch board. There's lots of punch boards in this, which is kind of why it's so heavy. And let's see, they're held together by a bit of sellotape, but otherwise they're plastic bags. So you're going to pull these out here. And so this is how the enemies work. You'll have this board here, which you'll fold out, and this will be placed inside. And once you've punched out these areas here, you'll be able to see the figures here. If I just punch one out as an example, you can see some of the things coming through, and that's there'll be maybe different versions of this for different scenarios, and it just allows you to sort of show the player board and the sort of character sheet essentially of the creatures and also the humans. More tokens here for various parts of the game. They're in the plastic bag as well, but I'll leave them in there for the moment. So now we've got the game board tiles, some dice, some cards, and the minis. So let's start with the dice. So they're in the Ziploc bag. These are custom dice. They've got various symbols on them, numbers or skulls, and this is what you'll be using in combat to determine the outcome of those combats. So you've got 10 of these dice. The some packing cardboard in there, and these are the game boards. So you'll basically be producing or selecting the number of tiles based on the scenario, and there's some numbers in the corner here to help you to pick out the right ones. Then they'll get essentially shuffled up and laid out, and you'll be exploring as you go and trying to find the source of the demonic horde, essentially. So there's a whole bunch of these, which is why I say it's so heavy. There's one set here, and leave those in there for now. Another set here. You can probably work out how many there are by the numbers. The last number. Tricky to get to the bottom of this. Pull this out. That makes it easier. Here we go. So 48. So you've got 48 boards. For that. These are packers, I believe. Oh, there's some stuff underneath there. I'll come to that in a minute. So let's get into the minis. So we've got humans and demons and allies. So they've all got, oh, there's a bit of tape here holding them together. Just into that. On the other side, yep. Okay. So let's just try and show some of these. So these are quite large minis. They're quite frankly horrifying and hideous in the best way, and just crying out to be painted if you're into painting. So again, these will be drawn from the scenarios and be waves upon waves of creatures coming your way. Because we'll see that. It's difficult to see. Okay, so those are some of the demons. And then get into the humans. Okay. So here we go. So these are the some of the human protagonists. They've been co-opted to go down and fight the infernal. I'm trying to see the scale of these, so like 40mm maybe? No. Yeah, maybe something like that, 30, 35, 40mm. These are the troglodytes. These are the rank and file of the infernal forces. They'll be coming at you. There's more demons than the humans. They're a bit weaker, those, so the idea is balanced to make an exciting climax. And then the huge demon lord at the end here. The spikes coming out of him. So yeah, there's some nice detail to these. Get him in there. Okay, let's pop that to one side carefully. So back to the box then. We've got some plastic tokens. They're going to represent power-ups that you can get. And bag's been shrink wrapped, shrink sealed, sorry, heat sealed. And these are little, you can see that, they're little skulls, plastic skulls. They're quite nice. And then there's some smaller crystals. Okay. So there's a few more things to get into. These look like they're spaces. And then there's the humans player boards. So just again, like we did before, you've got some human character sheets, which are here, and they'll fit into these sheets, and you'll see through them to find their abilities and their power-ups, and a picture of the hero, which lines up with the miniatures. So you'll find that miniature by the picture represented by them on here. And in the rule book, they described, for example, like condemned brute with, with flail, for example. So that's how you pick your characters based on the scenario. Okay. And you'll typically have 4 or 5 humans in your party. And then there's also some of the more powerful demons represented as well. These are these black ones, so represent the demons, or the infernal, should I say, and whites are the humans. In here, these are the examples of the infernal, more powerful ones. And they are French on one side and English on the other side. But otherwise, the same artwork. You can see these. And these all are represented again by miniatures that we've just seen. So if you want to use this as a guide for painting, make it even easier to understand which ones to use. Okay, so last thing we're looking at is all those small infernal character boards as well. So here you've got the various cards, the event decks and the inspiration decks for the humans, and some of the other treasure decks. So it looks like we've got a French version and an English version again. So let's just get into one of these. So we'll try the infernal cards used by the infernal player. Okay, so these are basically different types of essentially actions or events that happen during the infernal player's turn. And same for the inspiration cards. I'll open the English ones. And these are the inspiration cards that the human player can use. Then we've got the essentially the item deck. And these items will be, again, dictated by the scenario in some cases. Get into it. There we go. Okay. So you've got some armor, shields, belt of explosives, very nice. There's, yeah, so these all have different effects on the game, as you might expect. And you'll basically be, when players can pick these up, or the humans can pick these up, and they just tuck them behind their player board to remind themselves what they can do. Okay, so there you have it. I find the main board again. So it's Claustrophobia, 1643. Hope you liked that. If you did, check out some of the other unboxings or content on our channel. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.